The hallmark of successful teams isn't just that they win, but they win playing with a style and identity that is unique to them. Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors revolutionized the NBA with three-point shooting. And since it's a copycat world, every team attempted to assemble their own version of the Splash Brothers. But just because your team's point guard resembles Steph in size and stature doesn't mean he could replicate Steph's game. It took the NBA some time to truly figure out just how special Steph was. But by then, a lot of mediocre guards had already made a lot of money. Now we are seeing a similar obsession possess football. The play out from the back possession game. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City has dominated England with their possession game. And now every team in England wants to play out from the back. From the Premier League to the fourth tier of English football, teams are attempting to play like Guardiola's City, and they are failing miserably. And the reason is simple. They don't have Pep Guardiola as their manager, and they don't have a squad that is as talented as Manchester City. A deceptive element of greatness is that it makes things look simple. When Steph Curry drills a three-pointer from half court, it looks so effortless. Steph makes it look so easy that everyone else thinks they could do it too. When Floyd Mayweather seamlessly slipped his opponent's jabs and delivered a perfectly precise counter, we forget that we're watching a master of his craft work. It took years of training to execute that simple technique. When Manchester City play out from the back while the opponent is trying to pressurize them, other teams look at it and think, yeah, we could do that. But the fact is, they can't. No one can. And the sooner we realize this, the better. Think about this. How many center backs in world football can receive the ball inside their own half and pick out the right pass while they're being pressurized by their opponent? There aren't many. And if your team's center back was skilled enough to do so, trust me, Manchester City would have already signed him. The sad part about teams chasing this trend is that a lot of talent is being wasted. Teams are tunnel-visioned on this specific philosophy. Clubs are no longer interested in playing the best football they can with the players they have. But they're obsessed with becoming a cheap imitation of Manchester City. The reality is, your manager is not Pep, and your team is not Manchester City. Your team doesn't have the ingredients, the tools, and skill sets to play football like Manchester City does. Your team just can't make sushi. They don't have the capability to do so. But we know what your team can do. They can bake some delicious cookies. Don't abandon the cookies chasing the sushi.